Hi everyone. Hello Sushma. Hi Sangeeta. Hello Sonal. Hi Nupur. Hello everyone. Welcome to Spotlight with Suman. So I'm going to be in conversation today with Nidhi Jagtiani. She's based out of Delhi, Gurgaon to be precise. She has been featured in many publications and she's a very known face in the corporate fraternity. Uh, let's get in touch with Nidhi. She's also a certified image consultant, a corporate trainer, as well as personal stylist. So let's see if Nidhi's already joined in. Nidhi, are you there? I've just accepted your request, so waiting for you to join in. Nidhi, you may have to send in the request again. Okay, so this time I've sent you the request. Nidhi, are you having some connection issues? Because this is my second request that is going to you. Hello, Yogita. Hi, Manisha. So there are quite a few of you who have joined in waiting for this live to start, but unfortunately we are having some connection issues, I believe. So just waiting for Nidhi to come online and then we get started. Okay, so I think there is again some problem. Nidhi, please send the request again. Nidhi, I've sent you the request once again. Just see if you are able to check my request. I guess there is some connection issues from your side. Hi Shweta, hi Sindhu. Just waiting to get started. Hi Swati. Nidhi, can you shut your Wi-Fi if you are on Wi-Fi? Maybe your phone internet connection might work. I'm sending you the request once again. It got declined. Hi Kavita. Nidhi, it's not happening. Somehow there is some problem. Again, I'm sending you a request. Do you have a strong Wi-Fi connection anywhere around? Maybe you can log in through that. Nidhi, can you type in if you are able to see my request? Hi Himali. We're just waiting to go live, having some internet glitches. Nidhi, I hope there is no confusion anywhere. Can you see my request? If you could just type in. So Rhythm has sent in a request saying that if the issue is not sorted, could you just brief us about what the session is all about? So Rhythm, we basically, I interview an image consultant, and the image consultant is from ICBI, and we make sure that there is a lot of insight given about what exactly image consulting is all about, and what does an image consultant do in terms of work assignments. What do they do before? What have they done before they actually join ICBI? Okay, yes, finally we have Nidhi.
Finally.
What happened,
So
Nidhi?
I don't know, ma'am. I was trying. Actually, yesterday only I did a live with Color Bar Academy, so everything was okay. I don't know. Maybe could be some connection issue. Really sorry about that.
No, it's perfectly fine as long as we are doing this live today. Otherwise, I almost thought that we will be cancelling it.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, ma'am. How about you? How are you doing?
Good, good, good. You can take a breather and then we can get started.
Yes, I was like thinking ki hoga hi nahi, I got all dressed up and motivated since morning. I'm preparing for it.
Great. So let's
Yeah.
get started. My first question to you is that what were you doing prior to joining ICBI?
So prior to joining ICBI, I was actually working as an advertising and a market research professional. I worked with many renowned ad agencies like Perset and Tikaya Gray, and then my last stint was actually with HT Media, where I was handling corporate communication for their brand Fever 104 FM. So that was my last job, which I left in around 2010.
So when people explore different options, there are so many things that come in their mind. So out of all the options that you had, how and why did you pick up image consulting?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. Basically, beauty was something which was always in my mind. I was always very fascinated with skincare, makeup, clothes, while even I was doing my job. But back then in 2006 and 7, when I started working, this industry was not something which people really knew about. So I was not very sure if I would want to leave my job, which was paying me every month, if I want to go back to something completely new. I went to VLCC, Shanaz Hussain. I was exploring different options to become a cosmetologist actually. So after that, I thought, no, let me continue with my job only because eventually this is paying me. And if I would do something different, I don't know if it is going to be accepted by my family or would they, I would feel that I can get the similar kind of income with it. So after that, once I left my job and I got married, I again, now I have the time to think that, okay, probably I can explore a different career option. I couldn't get back to my job after getting married. I took a sabbatical of 3 to 6 months and I could not go back to my corporate job. So that point in time, I started Googling about personality development, and I didn't even know what was image management actually. So I just started Googling it, okay, courses in personality development, courses in grooming, and then suddenly one day this image thing came up, and I was like, okay, what is this? Something interesting. And I attended a seminar by Mr. Agarwal, and that very day I had decided that, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to do this course because his way of conducting that seminar and everything, it showed us at least to me and the other people sitting, it was a completely different perspective, which I had not thought before that this industry had, basically.
So then the image management happened automatically.
Not automatically. I had to really convince my husband because I was only 6 months married, and I was going into something completely different. I remember when I became an image consultant in 2013, I completed my course. people wouldn't even know what this is and why did I even do it. So I would get very less support, at least from my family members, but my husband supported me financially and morally, and he still supports me a lot. So I think that's the reason I went into it also. Earlier he was also like that, what is this? Is something very new. Are you sure you would be able to establish yourself into it? I said, I don't know about establishing or not, but I want to do it. And itna, I don't want to think. I'm sure if I'm going to put my hard work into it, I will definitely reach somewhere.
Absolutely. So tell me, Nidhi, I mean, you are a popular face in Gurgaon, and most of the corporate know you because you are doing a lot of work, in your fraternity. You have also been featured in many publications. So tell me, what kind of assignments are you undertaking,
Mhm.
for image management?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, my forte has always been one-on-one. That's how I started my work. So I have worked with college students. I've worked with girls who are about to get married, but they face confidence issues. I work with a lot of women wherein their confidence is hit due to height issues, complexion issues, or probably weight issues. So that's how I really started my journey, by working with one-on-ones. And then I started getting confidence to do group trainings. So of course I do corporate trainings in image management topics and soft skills too. I have also worked with colleges and schools where I worked on interview skills and personality development skills for the students. So these are the kind of things I've been doing.
Okay. And in terms of corporate, are you touching corporate in some way?
Image management trainings I do with them, such as power dressing, grooming. I have also, because I'm also a certified soft skills trainer by ICBI, I further added that course because I realized, that I need to be certified in that as well. And thankfully, ICBI came up with the idea of TTT, train the trainer course at that time for us. So I did that course, which really helped me to get corporate trainings. Because if you want to be a corporate trainer, you need to be TTT certified. And that time when I took this course, the trainers were really helped us to kind of understand that how even we can pitch to the corporates, create the right kind of proposals. Because if you're an image consultant and you need to have some hands-on training in soft skills too if you want to really establish yourself. So of course, I do undertake trainings in selling skills or time management, stress management, which goes hand in hand very well with the image consulting topics also.
Okay, great. So you have been married from last few years, and I mean, most of the women, they always contemplate that what would they do after marriage, because when they are into a 9 to 5 job, it's very difficult to balance, because 9 to 5 usually becomes 9 to 9 because of the
Hmm.
commitment that corporate
Yes.
expects you to have.
Yeah.
So, as an image consultant, how do you think that this profession helps you in balancing your life both personally and professionally?
Yes. I can answer this question because I have been in the corporate and now I work as an independent consultant. So, see, when you are in a 9 to 5 job, you are like a slave to them, right? They will not let you live your life for sure. Whether it's weekends, whether it is weekdays, and you're under a constant pressure about delivery, about certain things. When you work on your own, okay, fine, now let's say in this month I have 3 projects to do. I can tell my family that, look, I have these 3 projects to do. Please support me or don't disturb me in these days at least. But the rest of the month, I get time for my family, I get time for myself, I get time for my maternal family, because when you get married, you have so many different things to manage around. So being in a job, of course, sometimes you feel there is a stable income that you get. In your own work, be it image consulting or anything else, there are days, when you don't have, sometimes you don't have much work, but still you remain that person, right? It's not like if for 10, 15 days or 1 month I don't have some projects, it's not like I'm not an image consultant. So I think image consulting has really helped me to balance my personal and professional life, because personally I'm able to give all the time to my family that they need, and most importantly I'm able to take out time for myself. When I was in a corporate job, I was always running around, I was always juggling with time. Here I know, okay, I have time, I have time to do my exercises, I have time to meet my friends. So, and also I have time to network. So this profession really makes you help meet so many people, which I don't think I would have done in a job, because you only meet those people who are in your team and you have to like forcefully work with those people only. Over here, you meet so many people, you get connected to so many other individuals and get inspired by their journeys too.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. So, I mean, that's the beauty of being an image consultant, because most people who select this profession of being an image consultant largely looks forward to that kind of freedom, that kind of independence, and that kind of pace that they want to work with. I mean, because they don't want to be stuck in that 9 to 5 rut or a 9 to 9 rut where I mean they are totally at the beck and call of their bosses and taking orders by from them.
Absolutely. Yes.
And it
Yes.
also becomes a very lucrative profession for people because they get an opportunity to guide, mentor, and coach people, because that is
Yeah.
something. If I mean, a
Yes.
CEO becomes noticed, gets noticed because there is an image consultant behind a
Yeah.
CEO or anybody
Yes.
else who's
Yes.
hiring an image consultant. Of
Mhm.
course, I mean I completely agree with that note. So tell me something. I mean, you have been doing so much work in the market, and you have been undertaking so many assignments, and I'm sure even during lockdown you must have done a lot of work.
Mhm.
So what has been one of your most interesting experiences? I mean, what was it that is very close to your heart, and what is different about it?
Okay, so I think before lockdown, I would like to share one experience, and of course, with lockdown also, I was a styling partner for Blenders Pride Fashion Tour 2020, wherein I was supposed to style people who were coming in Ambience Mall to attend the promotion of the event. So I had to like style them, and there was all like fashion show happening, and I had to style random people. So usually the kind of work we do is in the office, we're doing one-on-ones or corporate. It's kind of a serious work which would always do. But that was something very interesting. And anybody who was styled by me would give a fashion walk, would get a pass to the fashion tour. So that was something very interesting. And in the COVID times, again, I have done a lot of one-on-ones. I've come across people who've been struggling with, again, one of my clients, she was based out of Australia, and she was really struggling with the complexion issue. And I really built her confidence up by telling her that complexion is not something that is just one of the things people judge you with. It is basically the inner beauty that kind of you need to work with and feel good about who you are. So that is something I did with her, and she now beautifully and gracefully carries herself in the color she has. Of course, I helped her with the right kind of makeup skills and dressing skills, and she's a mom of a small kid, and now she's very happy with the makeover that I gave her. So that was I really felt that I touched her, and by doing that, she empowered me. So image management always is something very fulfilling for me as a profession. When I work for somebody, I feel that by helping them, I am getting happiness.
Absolutely. And the kind of work that you have been doing during the lockdown, I mean, if you could just throw some light on that as well.
In the lockdown, I have done some webinars for corporates again on power dressing. Stress management is something I have taken trainings on for certain women groups and corporates, because I think in the COVID times, stress was something and time was something we were all struggling with, because everybody is working from home. Because people who are used to a 9 to 5 job, they know that okay, we are in a 9 to 5 job, but when they start working from home, even for that matter, for my husband, they're struggling with their time basically, because people like us are used to working from home. We can balance it out, but time and stress management were certain trainings that I did for corporates. Yeah.
Great. So it is a given fact, that image consulting really helps you transform from inside out. I'm sure you will agree with that.
Yes,
So
ma'am, I
how
do.
has this image consulting program benefited you both personally and professionally?
Hmm. So personally, like I told you, I met a lot of people. Otherwise, I don't think, the kind of doctors that I know in Gurgaon. When I moved to Gurgaon, actually, I was very new to Gurgaon. I basically belong to Delhi. When I got married, I was just 6 months in my marriage, and I did this course. And now I know so many different people in Gurgaon. Be it any profession, any field, you come to me and I'll name a person in that field. So I really built a very trustworthy network in Gurgaon and friends. Professionally, it has really helped me to balance my life. I feel a lot more dignified as compared to a job I was in. I feel that I'm really respected in this profession. The kind of acknowledgement that I get from my clients is really something I would never give it away for my life.
Great. So, has there been any moment of regret where you felt that you were better off doing a 9 to 5 job rather than becoming your own boss?
Ma'am, honestly, there are gloomy days in every profession. So there are certain days when you have the business is slow or you feel that it is not going the same way it was. But yeah, I don't have any regrets. I used to have just recently when I became an image consultant because at that time it was a very new profession. But leaving the job was not because I wanted to be an image consultant, but because I was getting married. So I didn't leave my job because I wanted to be an image consultant. In fact, because I did this course, so probably I came out of the depression and loneliness that I had just when I got married and I saw everybody in my family was working except for me and I could not get back to my job. So image management probably brought me a new ray of hope. It made me meet a lot of people. And today I can proudly say that apart from the way I manage my marriage and everything else, I also have a profession, which is successful and something I'm very happily doing.
So, are you in a joint family?
I was in a joint family. Now also I am. Just when I did the course, I was in a joint family. So at that time, I had to really manage the joint family part as well as I was giving exams and everything else I was doing. But I never felt that there was any pressure from the institute or there was any this thing. I could easily manage and handle everything when I got married and when I decided to do the course. I was able to balance everything basically.
And how has everybody in your family accepted you as an image consultant?
Like I said, my husband was supportive. Because of him only I decided to go ahead. But I was also in a fight. I said, no, I have to do it and you have to support me. After that, I think my friends and family were not able to understand that what is she doing. And she was like, because I was actually an associate project director I was at a good level in my last job. So they could not understand that why would I should have still, had that patience to go back to my job which I felt no, I don't want to do. When they rejected me, why will I now go back again? When I have a new profession in hand. So they then slowly, when I started getting media mentions, when I started getting recognition, they started understanding that she's doing something really worthwhile. When I started posting my before and after pictures of my clients, then they started understanding that she's doing something very meaningful. It is not like, and I also used to tell them that see the job I was doing, I was not bringing any meaning to anyone's life. Over here, I'm doing something more worthy of what I was doing earlier.
True, absolutely true. Because that is the whole idea. The essence of being an image consultant is that you bring that change in someone else's life, helping
Yes,
people change their life. So that
yes,
is something which really inspires and motivates people to get into this profession, and
yes,
especially most of them are women because women are the ones like you who had gone on a sabbatical. I mean,
yeah,
for them it becomes a very lucrative profession because I mean, there are so many circumstantial changes that happen in our
yeah,
lives,
yeah.
and that is where I mean, image consulting comes handy as a profession where we are able to help people change their life and transform them from inside out.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, what are the two important nuggets that you would like to share with all those people who are watching this live session? I mean, any two important nuggets that you would like to share?
In the sense, any learnings or uh, uh, I think while this journey, I mean, it's been 7 years now. I'm in this profession, and I think as a women, we don't ask for support from our own family, and we think that we can do everything on our own. So this is something that I've learned, and I've learned it hard way that it's not possible that everything you can do on your own. There are days when your profession, wherein your identity is more important than everything else. So you need to tell them that you need that support from them. And if you tell them, if you ask for it, then only you will get it. So I think delegating certain things is important. That is first thing. Second thing is, I think because we being a women, we are always multitasking. That okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, this, all these things, and we forget to take care of our own mental and physical health. We don't meditate, or we wouldn't do anything related to our own. We would not get our tests done on time. We are always, kind of neglecting ourselves. So I think this is something also I've learned, that health is a very important priority, and mental health is even more an important priority. And every person in this world must have a me time, must have a meditation time, and especially women, because women have a very complex brain, because all the time we are thinking, thinking, thinking. Men, on the other hand, are only doing one thing at a time. So women really need to meditate, get their, get little time off with maybe friends, or some me time, or anything that you like to do for yourself.
Absolutely, and I always believe in this fact that your cup has to be full before you actually try to fill someone else's cup. So
Yes.
that is something which is very, very important, because if your state of mind is not healthy, I mean, you will not be in a position to work on someone else's state of mind and
Yes.
give them some sort of valuable input. So absolutely brilliant. Tell me, how do you stay relevant in today's times? Because I mean, you passed out many years ago, and you are still doing a lot of work in the market, and you're very, very active as an image consultant. So, in terms of staying relevant, you need a constant value addition. So,
Hmm.
what do you do to stay updated and absolutely, I mean, in sync and in pace with the entire market and the whole world, in today's scenario?
So of course, see, we all are well connected on social media. I try and follow certain image consultants and personal stylists, because personal styling is one of my fortes. So I try and follow image consultants outside of India also, to see what they are doing, because from there only this industry kind of came in association, of course, with ICBI, and the entire content was Indianized. Otherwise, I don't think we would have understood anything what was going on. So that is one first thing that I do. Second is, I keep creating some content or the other, because this is a time everything is getting digital. So it depends whether you want to create videos, or you want to do blogs, or you want to do whatever, like you want to do lives like we are doing. So you have to basically every day, if you're an image consultant, you have to take out some time and try and stay relevant, not only in your knowledge, but also keep doing something apart from the work, apart from clients, apart from trainings, to keep yourself motivated while the process. So that content creation, I think, is very important for an image consultant, so that people read about you, people know about you.
So you're constantly creating content so that whenever there is a requirement, you are I mean, absolutely in sync, and you are well versed with what is happening in the market, right?
Yes, and also I feel you don't get demotivated like that. So let's say there are days when you don't have, because every 30 days of the month you will not have work. There will be sometimes you have work, sometimes you don't have work. At least those other days you are doing something to stay in touch with your with your profession, with your books. With There are many times I still go back to my books. I still have them, everything maintained the way it was. So I still go back to my books. I still, whenever I get confused, I read my books, what I was being taught. So knowledge, of course, you have to upgrade, but you also have to go back to what you were being taught. It's not like you forget that if you want to stay active.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that, because whatever is there, I mean, you have to go back to the books, you have to go back to the basics
Yeah.
to get into the content and understand, at ground level certain things, because most often, in that rut of doing so much work, I mean, we forget the basics, and, we forget where we have emerged from. So this
Yes.
is where we need to always go back, revise what is there, and then, bounce back all over again.
Yes.
Great. So, what is the vision for the next 5 years? Do you have any plan which you've set for yourself?
I have been thinking about this since morning. I don't have an answer to this. Because honestly, image management is a very unpredictable profession. The day I think I will not get any work, that very day I will get work. It's very, very unpredictable. At least for me, it has been like that. I would like to go with the flow, and see how the market is going to explore. Because when I started, I didn't know that I would reach here where I have reached today. I just knew that whatever I'm doing, I have to give my best shot every time with every client. And if my client is not happy, I'm going to go back again and give my best possible to the client. That's what I've always done, and that's what I would always do. In the next 5 years, I would what I would really want to do is keep upgrading myself. Like I recently did a course in makeup because I felt though image ICBI taught us makeup, but I thought I lack somewhere in this particular skill is something I need to upgrade on. So I upgraded. So this is something I would want to keep upgrading myself in terms of courses, in terms of knowledge, so that I stay in touch with what I'm doing.
Super. So, one last question to you. What message would you like to give to all those people who are on a sabbatical and they're thinking of exploring a new profession? So, any message for them?
Yes, I have a message for them. First message is that if you're thinking of exploring a profession, you must understand your skills. Like, do you think you can be in that profession? Like, do you have the right kind of skill set for that? And if you have, you must definitely get into that profession and take support from your family or friends, because when you do something new, people will, at least in India, people will keep judging you, because that's the work of everyone around you, that they will keep judging you that, oh come on, you are doing this, and especially women, कोई बात नहीं, अभी तो घर संभाल लो, क्या जरूरत है, बाद में देख लेना. They will always demotivate you. But still, I believe there are people who, though there will be less of them, the ones who motivate you, stay in touch with them. They will keep you positive and go ahead with what you want to do. And lastly, stay patient. Don't leave the hope. Don't think that, okay, today I have become an image consultant, ab agle mahine se I should start earning. That doesn't happen in any profession, because the work of an institute is to teach you, is to give you the knowledge. Now it is up to you how you take that knowledge forward, how you, of course you can take help from them or any other trainers, but it is your actually prerogative to kind of take that, because it's your journey and you started it, so you have to take it forward.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that because you start from somewhere and you have to evolve. I mean, that is something which is like a journey, which is an ongoing journey. I mean, and of course, before you start anything, mastery has to be there first. So
Yes.
mastery first, then momentum, and then once you have the momentum, you have to keep evolving, because you cannot come back and say that, oh, I have not done this and I am not comfortable in this. Of course, the institute supports you and gives you a lot of confidence, gives you a lot of hand holding, gives you a lot of support. But you have to be there, taking guidance from ICBI, taking guidance from all of us who are here as mentors. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to get into the market and kickstart yourself. And I'm
Yes.
sure with that kind of the kind of hand holding and support that we provide, there is nobody who has ever said that I'm not confident or I'm not good enough
Yes.
to do something.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
So brilliant, Nidhi. It was lovely interacting with you, although we had a lot of initial internet glitches to begin with. But
Yes.
nonetheless, I think we sailed through very successfully, and we had a lovely interaction today. And
Thank you.
I wish you all the very best. You're doing a fantastic work in the market. And I'm sure now with the digital platform coming into picture, the market size has also increased, because we have all
Mhm.
gone global. We are reaching the globe, and
Yes.
the world has become a smaller place. So all the very best to you. Wish
Thank
you
you,
all
ma'am.
the success, and stay safe, and a very happy new year to you in advance.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was so lovely, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to interact with you. I'm always very inspired by you, I must tell you, and to leave you with a small quote that you had mentioned to us. I don't know. Sometime I heard you saying it. Maybe it was in a meeting or somewhere, which I always remember, and I will. That you said that if you want to be an image consultant and you want to get business, look like an image consultant.
Yes, very
So I
true.
always believe in
Absolutely.
that.
Thank you so much, Nidhi, and thank you all the viewers who are watching this live session. Very happy New Year in advance. Happy 2021, and I hope this New Year brings you a lot of good health, prosperity, and a lot of positivity. So all the very best to all of you. And until next week, stay safe, stay healthy, and all the very best.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, everyone.